Evening, everyone. How are we doing? How's it going? Argsy, are we going to do this all night? Are we? Are we? Is this what it's going to be? Because I took away your thunder. Is this what it's going to be? Evening, everyone. Marius, how are you doing? Steve, Scott George, Gaming with Buddy. Nice to see you. James Walker, how are you doing? Hendrik, Seraph, nice to see you all here. I'm going to give a special shout out to Mr. Adrian Connor, who is back with us after having open heart surgery. So delighted to have you back, Adrian. Glad it went well, glad you're on the road to recovery, and glad you're hanging out with us tonight, mate. So welcome back. Echo Kid, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Cranky Philip, how's things? Mr. Scott George, why does the epic music sound like it's for a pirate movie? I thought you said private movie. I was like, dude, we are not doing private movies. Family channel, always a family channel. Right, look how far away my mic is from me. I don't know what I've done to my sound, but it is really, it's really loud now. I don't know what I've done, but anyway, right, what are we doing today? If you followed the Sunday episode, we planted our canola in this field here, and we planted our wheat in not this field, this field here. So they're coming along nicely. We'll probably get those sprayed at some point today. Look at all, I've just got equipment lying all over the map. Yeah, get it out your system, Args. You're just bitter because I told everybody about it. You were going to save that one. So, what are we going to talk about this week? What do we think of the first fact sheets that have come out? Thought they were quite good today. Bit more info on vehicles. And I was quite taken with the augers that they showed us yesterday. The image, I put it on our Discord, so that was quite nice to see. So yeah, there's a few things coming out that I'm quietly confident about. Yeah, Echo Kid. Yeah, they look good today. That class combine looks very nice. Marky Thor, welcome, mate. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm actually going to just tweak my mic slightly, guys. It's peeking out quite a lot. There, is that a bit better? There, that's a bit more acceptable. Cut out some of the background noise. The Farticle F1, that's a good one, Arx, yeah. Best, like, without question, Spa is the racetrack of the year for me. I absolutely love it. You always get a good race. And in the wet as well, but man, that was a joke. It was a shame. And George Russell as well. I mean, what a job he did on Saturday. So yeah, bit gutted by that. Edgar, nice to see you, mate. How are you? Dennis, welcome, my friend. So that unhooks. Yeah, no points, no race. I totally agree. It was a joke. I kind of, alright, respect to the FIA. They put their hands up and said, yeah, maybe we got that a little bit wrong. Did I shave? I had a little bit of a groom, yes. Happens every now and again. When I decide I look too grey and old. Yeah, that W Series crash was a shocker as well, wasn't it? Shocker. Right. What are we doing tonight? I've got a bit of a plan, actually. I have got a bit of a plan. So we have got... Let me turn that off. We'll go and get the white as well, because it's still up the field somewhere. And the trailer as well, actually. We have got so much digestate we don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to use it in our fertilizer production facility that we've had sitting up by the distillery for a while. And then we're going to see if we can raise the funds to put these new greenhouses in. So what I found, in fact I'll pull it up here, what I found we can do is with Mr. Quiet Hitman's tax signs, we'll put those up. So basically we're renting some of the land. So we're not just taking advantage of that land that's there, which is good. So great suggestions from you guys in the week. I appreciate all of those. Very clever. The whole paying rent thing was something that I hadn't thought of, but I think it was a genius idea, so I appreciate that. Sell the onion house. It is producing onions, Cranky. I still have it. I'm not sure I'm not sure how much it makes, whether or not it's worth it. We'll sell some today and find out. Carl Hetherington, I sound a little like Squirrel. So a few people have said that before. I'm going to have to go back and watch a Squirrel vid and remind myself. Oh, even in Botart, didn't see you creep in. Ouch, as well. How are you, mate? Thank you very much for sharing the information on the greenhouses this week to adjust the price of them, the output of them, because they're quite. You can make quite a lot of money quite quick at the moment. So there's a little XML tweak that we can do to not completely just break the entire series. Can I reverse that through there? What do we reckon? My machines are dirty again. Sorry, Maddie. They're always dirty because they work so hard. Got to give me a break. I washed them all on West Texas. That's enough. That's enough for me. Can't do it on every series. That would. I'd be totally going against my morals. There we go. That was a deft little bit of reversing. Quite pleased with that. Right. I'm not going to take the white because it's an incredibly slow tractor at only 22 miles an hour. So we will leave him in the shed. And I will go and get, of course, I've stuck myself in the shed. I've got the new case here. We'll use that. See, sometimes Echo Kid, when I'm concentrating, I can do stuff properly. Doesn't happen very often, as Args will vouch for, but when it does, it works well. Thank you, Edgar. I agree. I agree. Right, let me open the... Can't remember what it is. Open the cover. Ah, there we go. Right control page down. Digest it. We have got 200,000 litres in here. Now, I did think about buying, and I downloaded it today, as whether or not it's worthwhile. What does that hold? 9,500 litres. So I did think about getting. Where's slurry tanks? I bought this 11,500 for 15,000 litres. I'm not going to buy it yet, but I am going to keep tabs on it because if this is quite lucrative, because I'm going to make some fertilizer now, and then I'm going to keep what we need, but I'm going to sell the rest. I've got a sell point for fertilizer, which I'm going to install as well, which costs 10,000. So I'm going to take that and. I'm going to then see how much money we make. Carl, I am running on PC. Can I transport with this one that I'm using, Cranky? I'm about to find out. I think I can, because we've already created some fertilizer. So it seems silly to have 2 tanks if this is the one I can use for spreading and hauling, although it is it's quite a trek, so it would be nice with that other tank if we can hook it up to our little truck and drag that along, because we'd just get there a lot quicker. I mean, I could set up on an auto drive course, which I may do in the future. Expand our auto drive course, because we haven't done it for a bit. I got a bit nervous with it. If you remember, it kept crashing, and we found out that it was the tow chain that was doing that. So now we know it's that. We're good to go again. And the roadworks continue. The straw bale is still there as well. I need to pick that up at some point. There's tons of stuff lying all over this map now. It's hilarious. The EA bros, how you doing? I think I might dump the sell point for fertilizer in there somewhere. Looks like a logical place to put it. Missy B, 60,000 litres. I don't even think the fertilizer production point even takes that much. We'll find out. Buy a JCB fast track, fast the most. They sure are. They sure are. I was watching the Mike Mitchell vid just before this started. His drag race stuff. Quite fun. Just running a speed till across a quarter of a mile with a 9RX, a Fent 1100 tracked, a John Deere, what was it, 9R tracked, and then his Fent 1050 as well. So he's doing that. He's doing a tractor in each episode. It's quite good. It's quite good. Can you install pre-made auto drive structure for Spectacle Island, Dennis? If you've got one, yes, you can. I don't know if anybody's created one yet, but if you've got one, you just copy that. You just copy that into the folder. There we go. I'm sorry, I can't have somebody who's called Nazi Germany on the channel. That's not acceptable. Yeah, he's having a bad season. Same as the Welker boys as well. They're having a tough ride at the moment, aren't they, as well? And I see Millennial Farmer got his got some rain last night. A little bit too late, he thought. So that was unfortunate. So yeah, it seems like it's been a tough summer for the old farmers in the US. So there we go. Let's unload this. And if I remind myself correctly, fertilizer production, here we go. So easy fertilizer. That's what we're doing. I probably need to top up my diesel a little bit. I don't know how much it uses. Let's add a little bit more in there, shall we? 4,000 litres. There we go. Kind of eat it into my cache a little bit. But that should start... Oh, it charges me delivery cost for fuel now. That's awful. Let's have a look at our... let's have a look at our fertiliser production again. 2,000 litres an hour, which is good. We've only got 9% in there. But that'll tick over. Got 8 litres sitting there. Right, it's running though. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, so honestly, it's probably not worth spending $10,000 on a second tanker that only brings me 5,000 more litres. I think I might just grin and bear it, and maybe we'll do the odd run every now and again. Peter Clark, how you doing? Yeah, wind damage as well. Yeah, it's flattening crops, isn't it? Not great. Evening, Hans. Nice to see you again, mate. Hope you're doing well. Carl, can't wait for season 2. Jeremy on the farm. Honestly, I was reluctant to watch that to start with. and I have to say that it was really, really enjoyable when I finally settled down and watched it. Really enjoyed it. So let's run back. I'm not going to fill up another one now. And then we will... what else have we got to do? Oh, I'll place the sell point. That's what I'll do. I wouldn't mind. We've got a lot of... I wrote down what I was going to do. There's so many little bits and pieces. We've got a lot of manure actually now. So I'm going to chuck some of that, I think, in... into the BGA, because it sells for good money. Yeah, Maddie, somebody further up was asking, Dennis I think was asking about an auto drive course for Spectacle Islands. That's awesome. I have a puppy sleeping on my feet as well, which is making pressing the pedals a little bit more challenging. Right, we've got the truck still here as well. And we've got to spray these fields, or fertilise these fields. So actually my first load of fertiliser, I might actually use the some in that Grainos loading wagon. So we might use that. With parallax occlusion, I wonder if you can have thicker mud on vehicles and equipment. I wonder if it stands out. Well, that's a good point actually. Good sharing, Args. Thank you for that, mate. Nice one. Right, let's... we'll fill this back up. But I do think we'll just constantly run this back. What I'm going to do now, actually, is... yeah, get that manure into the BGA, because it's 5 PM now. We're going to start going dark in an hour or so, a couple of hours. So we'll bump that. She is behaving better, Scott. She's behaving a lot better. The penny's finally dropping with her. She's, I would say, pretty much house trained now. She sometimes pees. If you leave the room, I think she does it stubbornly. She'll just pee on the floor and go, "Don't leave me here. I'll just pee in the house." But other than that, she's pretty good. She is pretty good. We can get her out for walks now. She's had all her injections, so she's safe to go out now, and that's wearing her out. A couple of walks a day, definitely making a difference. Right, let's roll this back under here. Just leave it here for now. Fill it back up. It's always good to have it filled. There we go. And I'm going to get the... do you know what we can do here? We can kill two birds with one stone. Fill this up with TMR. Dump it. And then fill it back up with manure and run it back. There we go. What have we got in here? No silage. Lots of straw. TMR. Fill her up. Lucas, nice to see you, mate. How are you doing? Peter Clark, did he catch Mike Mix the other day? His crops are, I think, 1 bushel. Like, yeah, like horrendous yields this year. It's sad times, isn't it? When there was Argsy rattling off. What's the guy in New Zealand who holds the world record for the highest yield on a field, Argsy? Is it something like 160 tons per acre or bushels per Don't remember what it was. I'm sure you'll remind me. Isn't it time I bought another? I bought the case. I can't justify another one, but I do want to buy another one. I'm gonna get a big one next. Ah, 14 years, Widget. Still sleeps on your feet though. Can't beat him. Honestly, that's it. I can't stay mad with her for long because she's just like, she's like kind of off the charts with the cuteness. 17.4 tons per hectare. There you go. I wonder, does that conveyor belt? I haven't Ollie. I haven't even Ollie blogs agri-contract farmer. I have not, no, but I might check him out. That sounds good. Conveyors. Is my conveyor is not an auger, is it? Conveyor belts. Where would that conveyor belt be that Mr. Mark Thor created for me? Is it going to be in here? Nope. Where would it be? Just wondering if it takes. There it is. It does. Okay. That's exciting. Well, I'll leave him here. And we will go and get the white, and we're going to load that up as well. I thought our little conveyor belt was maybe defunct now because we weren't going to do any more silage in the clamp. Rubo, nice to see you, mate. Welcome back. Evening, Trey. Nice to see you. Hope it's going well, mate. And Fusion's in as well. Hey, Fusion. Right, let's get this all folded down. Oh, I'm quite pleased I've got a use for this. Ooh, he says as he tips it into the bushes. Mark Thor, you're going to be sad as well. I think one of the things we might do tonight is sell the combine. We need bigger and better. Not that we need it at the moment, but I'd like it to fund the greenhouse if I'm being honest. Oh, we've got a little bit of a jerkiness going on here. Don't know what's happening here. No drop frames though, so not sure what's happening. Right, let's move this tractor out of the way. What spreader is in the thumbnail and how can I get it? It is First Gen Farmer. It is in the mod hub. So just do a little search for that when you go in. It's in the manure or slurry category. Oh, it's a little bit jerky this. I wonder why we're getting frames dropped here. Fold that up. Roll that up to there. Turn that on. Nope. Press the wrong button. There we go. Now I should be able to run under this. And we could leave this here most of the time now. And it will just top up every time we need it, which is good. The dog is going to bed, and yes, I would love a beer. Mrs. FSG coming in clutch by removing puppy and bringing beer. What more could a man ask for? John Deere X9 for the combine. That's maybe a little bit OTT. Be good though. I don't have £1 million floating about as well. It's good. This belt is brilliant, Fusion. Mark, I think Mark's already put it in the Discord, haven't you, Mark? But you did a few mods to it because the camera was a bit bust on it. But the farmhand, so Thanks, Args. Are you well, I tell you, Sunday morning we laughed heartily at that. Even I was like, I'm just a complete and utter loon. Just didn't do that one very well, and I deserve everything I get. I am guilty as charged. Oh, there we go. Almost a full trailer load. That's perfect. So, at $400 per 1,000 litres, it's a nice little earner, that, from just one little trailer. So, that'll be fun. Popping that in there. Now, why would it not be giving me a trigger? Don't answer, Argsy. Because it says here, biogas plant, 400. Am I not close enough? Wonder if that's what it is. Yeah, there we go. There was the trigger. Just popped up. So we'll tip that up. I know! Where are my Lego men? Where are my Lego men? You've got to see this. I need some blue tack or something. So, Argsy this week sent me. I'm gonna dig it down now. Thank you, Mrs. FSG. Oh, there we go. We've opened the box now. So let me tab out for a sec, because you're gonna want to see this. Cam only. I've got one somewhere. There we go. You see that? Little FSG and Argsy Lego men. Custom made. There's only a few of these in the world, but what Argsy did do is there's a few extras in there. So, when the time is right, and I need to make a plan for it, there might be a few of these being given away. I mean, that is exclusive. Not going to get them anywhere else in the world. So, we'll have a think about what we do. We'll throw them in, obviously, with something else, like a mug or something else. But I still have to do my 25,000 competition. I just need to get organised with that, because I'm trying to think about what to do. I've got a few ideas. The other thing I got this week, actually, while we're on the subject of just showing you stuff, the realism series. Hang on, I'm going to go back to my camera because this is the only way. Vehicle control add-on. I got a Logitech shifter. And I was testing it last night, and it works really well. So I can actually run a gearbox, and it gets gearbox noises and everything. It's great. So, right. We digress. I might do a YouTube short tomorrow, just shifting through the gears. I put it into a John Deere 40 series on the mod test map, and used the Niz Farms vids this week. Like, the timing of those vids is just about as perfect as it could be. So I wonder if actually we do a little bit more TMR. Yeah, they could do with a bit more, couldn't they? Might as well top them up. But it's good. It works really well, actually. It's really clever. I almost downloaded it, the mod, onto here for tonight. Give you guys a little demo. But I ran out of time. I was working late, so everything was a bit rushed, as you may have noticed by the fact that the thumbnail didn't go up till about 45 minutes before I went live. Oh, is there, Maddie? I might check that out. That's interesting. There you go. Another trailer full of TMR. But it's brilliant, and the sounds and everything. I mean, I can't wait for... I mean, I kind of primarily bought it because we know we're getting gears in FS22, but then I was like, well, if the Realism series is doing what the Realism series is doing, I'll try and make it as authentic as possible. So I've actually ditched Enhanced Vehicle Mod, which I have used religiously since I started heavily modding games, and actually Enhanced Vehicle on its own is Vehicle Control add-on on its own is really, really good. Is really good. Cheers, everyone. So I have now, in terms of controllers, I have a side panel, I have a sim dashboard, I've got the Logitech controller, I've got the heavy equipment wheel, on the same computer, all plugged in at the same time. I've got the G920 and the sim rig, I've got the Fanatec pedals as well. I think all I need now is a console controller, and I'm totally set. Totally set. Forward Ag is in the house. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. There isn't enough there to warrant loading this back up yet, so we'll leave him. So, I need to use JD Cab. Oh, very good, Forward. Having a nice day with the missus. I was just going to say, shall we let into a little secret our plan for FS22? Shall we let the cat out of the bag? Tease them with a little bit of something to get them excited. So I've been chatting to Forward Ag over the last couple of weeks about a little project for FS22. What am I going to do now? I'm going to go and spray some fields, but not with this tractor because it hasn't got a GPS in it. But our trusty JD has, so we're going to do that. Here and there. So, Forward Ag and I have been chatting, like I said. We are going to take the Class Lexion 780, the US version in the cat colours that we all know and love from CNH modding, and we are going to completely overhaul it. When I say we, I might be the guy with the ideas. I think Forward Ag's going to do all the hard work, all the heavy lifting. So he's going to help us bring that up to the John Deere 9RX spec for FS22. We're going to completely overhaul it. So there you go. Very excited. So keep a lookout for when FS22 comes out. We're going to kind of give that mod a massive overhaul, because I know how many of you love that mod and that combine. It's a firm favourite of a lot of people, so we're going to give it so many options you won't know what to do with it. The same Esab's not here. He'd be jumping around. Going to be great. And we never know, we could even run a little competition to have some pre-release testers of it. That'd be quite good fun, wouldn't it? That's a bit different. Right. Let's fertilise this field. Turn my GPS on. I have no idea how wide this... I think it's 18 metres this, isn't it? Or maybe just check in the shop before we set it. Fertilizer technology, little vibraflow, 18 meters, I was right. There you go. Take care, Forward Ag. Enjoy your time with the missus. First rule of girlfriend club, keep the girlfriend happy. There we go, and if we set the, no, not G, auto width, 59 feet. That doesn't look right. And we're just going to give this a go, actually. Wasn't this field I was so concerned about. But that is my width, that's fine. And we'll run the headland at the end. Why don't I use auto width? I thought I just had. Emberwood. Fuzz, not a fan of the heavy equipment wheel. It's got issues and are well documented. Unfortunately, Logitech won't replace. Ah, it's a shame if they don't replace it, mate. Yeah, I have to say it's done me proud so far. I've not had any issues with it, but I do know, and I have read a lot of the issues that people have had with it, and it is quite creaky and plasticky. I have to say, it's not the most well-built bit of kit, but I do think I'm kind of hoping they may overhaul it for FS22. Don't know. I've got a G920 fuzz. I use it on my sim rig, so when I've got a Fanatec wheel coming in the next few weeks, which I will then do a little bit of swapping around. Although the only thing I do like about the heavy equipment wheel, which is quite nice, it's got two joypads on it, like D-pad, like directional joysticks, as you would get on a PlayStation or an Xbox controller. I can't see where I've sprayed. There we go. A bit further away, you can see now. Yeah, the pedals are super plasticky. Especially when they're being chewed by a puppy. There we go. I can see stuff down here. So, Fanatec wheel so posh. It is awesome. Actually, I've got the wheel. The wheel arrived already. I'm waiting for the base for it. It's like a proper F1 steering wheel. Very excited. Hey, Scorpion is here. He's been missing. Sent out a search party in the week for him. He's back. Glad to have you back, Scorp. Make my own fertilizer now. Don't need to worry about turning it off on the corners to save money. It won't take long to do this field. The other field is a bit longer. George may be found. Thank you very much, my friend. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you to say thank you, mate. Much appreciated. There we go. 101 viewers. Thank you, guys. There's a beer shortage at Wetherspoons. It's the next thing we're going to have a shortage for across the world, beer. Oh, I nearly finished this field already. That did not take long at all. We haven't checked what's in the classified section today, Maddie. I better have a look. I better have a look. There'll be a shortage here. Like I said, Echo, it's it has. I have to say, I've had it for just under 12 months now, and it has never skipped a beat with me. It's been perfect. But I would probably say, if you can buy the side panel separately, and actually, for the price of a side panel, you can buy a cheap Android tablet and run Sim Dashboard, and you have an Android tablet, which you can watch YouTube and Netflix, etc. on as well. So, you could do it that way if you wanted. Pro 3 pedals are HAL. That's what I've got. Maddie, it's like it's playing with you. It's toying with you. Yeah, saw Farmer Cop's new logo this week. It's very good. Well, I saw it a few weeks ago when he was asking people to vote on it. That's very nice. A few new logos going around at the moment as well. Scroff's just turned out his, hasn't he? And pretty sure I saw somebody else do theirs the other day as well. Maybe I'll change mine too. I'm not changing mine, I love my logo. Emberwood, do the Pro 3 pedals plug in separately? They absolutely do. Grilled chicken, always. Fusion. This didn't take long at all. This is good. Now, did I catch the very edge of the field? No, I did not. So a little bit more here. Is that why you quit for a few weeks, Scorp? You were like, he's never going to bring that hat out. I will sort the hat. Do you know what? It's become this. It's become this thing where the hat has to be perfect. So these guys who made this one, it's a one-off special. It was a It was a test one, and they can do more. But what I don't have is, I don't have a distribution network or any ability to get it over to the States unless I order, like, I don't know, 100 of them, which is quite expensive. Hope you guys buy them. And I have to manually, so I'd have to buy a load of envelopes and postage and manually kind of get it all sorted. Which I'll do if you want me to. That was it. Rusty's was the other one I saw. Oh, good for you, Edgar. Fair play, mate. That's a good effort. Kickstarter. Oh, I could do it through Kickstarter. Can you do it through Kickstarter? Hendrik Olsen, when using classifiers, how do you get the cheaper price? Right, Hendrik. Let's do a little classifieds demo. So let's open it up. What's in here today? Oh, there you go, Maddie. This is like a what's what of junk. Who wants any of this? Oh my god. I mean, that is awful. What's in the tractors one? Okay, some nice stuff in here. S790. If I was in the market for, if I had the money to, that would be a good buy. So let's go for the 790 actually, just to give Hendrik a little demo. So he comes in condition new, but if you change it there to used, you'll see the reduction in the price. Doesn't really show the dirt. Some of them show the dirt really well. That one has not. But let's try. I wonder if it works better with the tractor. It all depends on the dirt map. Condition used. There you go. You see the tyres go all muddy, and so that's quite nice. I like that. So it tells you, 103 days old, 13 hours of use on it, and it needs a bit of a repair. So that's how you do it. I've tried the bunker branding guys, Scorp. They can't. Their embroidery system isn't good enough to replicate my logo. They have a limited amount of colours and stuff that they can do and match. So because my logo is quite detailed, so I'll find a Indiegogo. So can I do it as a private thing? Do you know what? I'll have to do a bit of research, I think. Maddie, ladies' tees are on the way. On the way. They're all set up. I just haven't published them yet. It's I did it too detailed. That was my problem. But if these guys can do it, and they can put it on a Lego man, which is like that big, surely we can get it on a hat, right? Jason, you can pick up the Classifieds mod through Maddie's Discord. So if any one of the admins is in, can they post a link so Jason can pick it up? There we go. I wonder how long this is going to take, actually. Right. So what are we doing after this? We'll do a bit of grass work, actually. And we'll get some more silage sorted. I'm trying to decide whether or not I throw that in the BJ as well, make ourselves a bit of money, or or we just stack them up and keep them for silage. We'll make a decision on that in a little while. So we'll get a little bit more of this done. And then we'll maybe go and do a little bit of that grass work. We've got to place our fertilizer sell point as well, haven't we? We produce about, what is it, 2,000 litres an hour? So if we skip this over through the night as soon as it goes dark, we should have a nice little supply in the morning. I don't know how much it makes from the digestate we put in. You know what? We'll set up an auto drive course. Fact. Will we do that now? I wonder how it will unload with that hatch. It should do it. Did I, Maddie? What's that? I'm intrigued. I just did like a brain dump of ideas to Maddie a couple of weeks ago. Want to know what it was? Now I feel like this little spreader I thought I'd never replace because it had an 18 metre width, but on this field it feels like it's too small. Ah, the auction, of course. How could I forget? Ask Maddie about an expensive Starbucks. Okay, now I need to know. You can't put something like that in the chat and then... You're going to make the auction house visitable with machine... Oh, Maddie. That sounds awesome. Do you know what you could do as well, Maddie? Because I was, funnily enough, watching this the other day. Was it... Zach went... Millennial Farmer, Zach Johnson went to an auction. It was an old vid a couple of months ago. But an auction trailer that you can tow to a farm and sell stuff on the farm. Dirk DeConnick, hello from Belgium. Hello, sir. How are you? Great to have you here, my friend. Love Belgium. Good football team, too. Hey, Dylan. Yes, yeah, we did have a little mention about it before. Good work, my friend. You're doing some good stuff there. Doing some good stuff. Starbucks. I still want to know about this expensive Starbucks. A portable smoker in game, except that would be good. So you could use the butchery on West Texas and then smoke it and sell it for more. It's like drying corn. After you've smoked your brisket, it's worth way more than raw meat. It's a good idea, Scott. Dennis, the classifieds mod isn't available through the mod hub, but there's a link. If you scroll up, there's a link to a Discord where you can access it from. It's actually Maddie Fi who's the developer of it. She's got a Discord and it's in there, so you can just pick it up direct. Thank you, Dylan. Very kind of you, mate. Very kind of you. Victor, the family are doing well. Thank you, mate. Thanks for asking. Oh, there you go. Dirk's a meat smoker as well. Can't beat it. Bit of hickory smoked. Ooh. Nice. So many good ideas. How's everybody feeling about FS22 this week after the backlash last week? It was quite scary there for a few days. I think I've seen some of the shots since. Like I said, that auger one the other day. Lots of detail there. Way more detail than we saw in some of the gameplay stuff. So I'm quietly confident. My confidence levels have gone up again a bit. You hired an Uber Eats driver to deliver a Starbucks drink to my spouse. They sent the driver to the wrong place. The driver called me and we figured out where to go. What was the backlash? Emberwood, basically people ripped it to pieces. It's not as good. The graphics look awful. You know, ripping into Giants for like, you've had 3 years. Why haven't you done more to it? But you know, it's a pre-beta, you know, unreleased test version of the game. You know, they might have turned the graphics down. They might be protected, like hiding some of the specs or some of the graphics still. I genuinely think they're keeping their powder dry. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So, from my perspective, you can't judge them on what you've seen so far. You can only judge it when you sit down, I think, and play it. When you order it, and again, you know, the same thing happened with FS19. You know, there was such a loyal following of FS17, and they didn't think there was a big enough leap from 17 to 19 and things like that. So I think it's the classic thing these days, though, isn't it? It's like everybody's so impatient and everybody's so opinionated. They can't actually give anybody the benefit of the doubt anymore. They've got to rip into them. So, yeah, we just don't know, Edgar. That's exactly what they could have done. They could have turned the graphics right down, on purpose. So so that they could keep something back for launch, like you say. All you want is a working GPS in your tractor, like in real life. Ouch! Are you PC or are you Mac? You must be PC if you're playing with the global company. I'm going to go back and have a look at the rest of Maddie's story. $22 for a Starbucks. Jeez. But it was the thought that counts. Was your other half happy that she got a drink? Emberwood, you've got it. They haven't changed up from 2D graphics, but otherwise, I'm sure it'll be fun. The parallax occlusion will make it look more 3D. Hendrik, well, at least if it had Minecraft graphics, Hendrik, you know it would run smoothly. Sorry, Edgar. They've already said there won't be an undo button in landscaping, but they have made the tools more intuitive. So ray tracing would have been nice. You're right, Dwight. This is a game. Sometimes the lighting and the settings in this are so nice, and just like you can imagine what it would be like with the ray tracing. It would be gorgeous, absolutely stunning. But yeah, I think we might have to wait for that one. We might have to wait a little bit longer. I have seen Ray Trace Minecraft. In fact, I run Ray Trace Minecraft on my son's PC next door. He's got a 2080 card and it is breathtaking. Oh, do you not like that score? I'm quite taken by the blue HUD actually. I think it's quite nice. That's right, Alain. Yep. Yep, they're multi-core, multi-threaded. So it's definitely going to be, I think it's going to be a lot smoother. Banks Sinatra, nice to see you. How are you? Afuna hopes to own horses in FS22 while using seasons. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting change, yep. Go. Fieri, we talked about it before actually. Such a shame, like the best, always one of the best races of the year. Ruined. Ruined. So I would have happily let them wait till Monday and run it on a Monday. That would have been good. Right, this is good. We're getting this fertilised now. Actually, it's definitely going to help with the yield. So this is canola in here. So we're this is going to be hopefully quite a big cash crop. We'll make sure we swath the straw as well and sell that, 'cause that's worth some money. Imagine if your fan sat in that weather to watch a cloud. Exactly, it would have just been 22 blobs of mist moving up and down, wouldn't it? You did pick the wrong weekend to watch. Although Zandvoort next week is going to be good. Or this week. Is it this week? Max's home track. So that'll be good. Every time you join my stream you get more Discord members. Yeah, that's the way it works, Maddie. They're a good bunch, this lot. Dylan, you can't, but I think Argsy posted it before. But yes, no, absolutely, we'll share the link for sure. I agree with that. When you watched Lando's crash on Saturday, there's no way that there wouldn't have been some pretty severe crashes in that race, right? That could have ended in a really bad way. So, you know how, I mean, Eau Rouge in the dry is a scary corner. So that in the wet, yeah, not for me. Although pure class from Seb stopping to check on Lando when he crashed. That was some good work from him. Yeah, I agree, Matthew. I think it would have been they're like the racers, aren't they? They kind of switch off the, oh well, let's tiptoe around the forced corner and be safe. No, they'll all go for the gap. So yeah, Rossi's retiring and Raikkonen's retiring today as well. He's announced today. Kimi's quitting F1 at the end of the year. So, like, one of the serious characters gone. Well, yeah, it wouldn't put it past them, ouch. Wouldn't put it past them. We are out of fertilizer. Right, I do have, I'm glad I left the little auger wagon here so we can fill this up. Might just park here. We'll go get my truck, which is here, with a bit of seed in the back of it. I should be able to, I don't know if I will be able to actually, that'll be interesting. Thank you, Mark. Oh, I don't mind a bit of NASCAR. I also have been quite enjoying the Indy cars this year. I just like the highlights. I think, is it? It's just like kind of the official IndyCar channel on YouTube. It just kind of does like 5-minute highlights. Look at that! It's not letting me connect. Oh, it is. There we go. Slightly unorthodox, but hey, you do what you got to do, right? Hey, Morella. What? Yeah, that's an impressive entrance. There we go. Full up again. I love the rallying as well. I love all kind of motorsport, if I'm being honest. Although kind of World Rally's kind of not as it's you know, when I grew up within the 80s when you had the crazy Class Bs and all of that stuff. You kind of the Audi and Lancia battles and all of that. Kind of missed that. And then the Colin McRae years in the Subaru. It's kind of, yeah, it's not as it's a shame the manufacturers have kind of thrown it by the wayside so much. Oh, exciting stuff, Dylan. 5 more networks. Great work. Down a rabbit hole now. Do the Pro 3 pedals plug into the heavy bundle steering wheel? No, they would be separate, mate. They've got their own dedicated USB plug. So you can run them separately. Scuba Steve, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Clubman's Rally Nationals. Nice. My dad used to rally as well, way back in the day. He used to race a Lotus Cortina. Got a brilliant picture of it. I'll have to dig it out. Even in Bearded, how's it going, mate? I agree, Args. New Zealand Rally was an epic. I think you've told me that before, Mark. Absolutely brilliant car. I love the V8s. Love the V8s from Bathurst. One of the greatest tracks in the world. Although they've changed it now. Is it Mount Panorama now they call it? Why did they change the name? No, buddy, this hasn't taken us that long. This hasn't taken us too long with this. It's been not too bad. Just one pass left, really, and then maybe a whip round the headlands and we'll be done. And it's given me a chance to chat to you lovely lot. Ah, okay. So has that always been the case, Arx? I grew up knowing it as Bathurst. If you've never seen it, you have to go and watch the Darrell Waltrip lap of Mount Panorama. It's one of the funniest things. If you want to know how Will Ferrell got the inspiration for Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights, just watch that for a few minutes. It's absolutely brilliant. That, but Bathurst, Laguna Seca, anything with a bit of a change in undulation. So that's why I love Spa as well. That climb up Eau Rouge and then they drop back down. So good. Mugello as well on the bikes. Well, and for obviously they took the F1 there last year. Oh, it's like walking up a wall, isn't it, Args? It's like 45 degrees in points. It's crazy. Take care, Widget Man. Thanks for dropping by, dude. See you again soon. Let's turn this off now as we just catch this little edge. Lots of field changing over there in the distance. Love Talladega Nights. I have to say, I think I'm a bit of a Will Ferrell fan. So we'll just run along. I think we've got the bottom end and back up the other side, and then we're done. Triumph TR7. Occasionally, now that is a classic British car, Scott. Is that right, Scuba? That's amazing. I would love to just drive it. We used to when I was bike racing. One of the things they do with bike races in the UK with cycling is used to have race meets at racetracks. So we had Alton Park near us, so I did a lot of cycle racing around the tracks. And man, some of them have got big kind of hills. Oh yeah, we have to go and check Morella's stunt driving tractor. Shall we pull it up now? How embarrassed would you be if I pull it up and play it on the stream, Morella? Yeah, Cadwell's a great track as well. Look, just as it's going dark, timed it perfectly. Sorry, there you go, Morella. You've been thoroughly tucked up by your buddies Maddie and Dylan. Right, we'll get to the end of this corner. I think that's me. Right, 1 second. Pull up the old YouTube. Ah, Farm Sim Guy's live. He's worth a watch. Morella. Here she is. Fun with ramps. Right. Let me see. Here we go. 127 views.
Things we do for fun between episodes.
Trips on the front as well. Oh yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Nailed it. Go Morella.
Massively. Take 2.
We're going again.
3 trucks and 1 extra car.
Oh, barrel rolled it. You made it.
That was my limit.
Well played, Morella. Well played, Morella. That was awesome. Yeah, that'll buff out. Right, we'll run this back to the yard. We're going to place that fertilizer sell point. Turn the lights on as well. Got dark really quickly, didn't it? Can't see my chat now, hang on. Have I been to East Fortune Racetrack, where the flight museum is, Peter? I have indeed. I have indeed. Tis but a scratch, tis but a flesh wound. Right, I'm not going to get that baling done tonight, am I? I've run out Dirk, take care, my friend. Thanks for dropping by. It's been great to chat. Right. We'll yes, I think we'll place the fertilizer sell point. I'm just going to check global company as well. I wonder if we run another tank of digeste up there. Keep it running through the night. Miguel, thank you for the subscription. Very kind of you. Right, let's park this up here, shall we? What are the cows doing? I'm always paranoid I'm going to leave the cows without enough food. No, they're alright. They're doing alright. Horses. And the chooks. Chooks are all good. Right. Yes, so here we have got... I wonder if it's in miscellaneous. Oh, yep, there it is. Selling point for seed and fertilizer. So I think I want to drop this. It's 10,000. But I'm kind of hoping we recoup that back quite quickly. So I think if we stick it somewhere here, like so, that's not going to offend anybody by putting it there, is it? There we go. Now I should be able to go back to here. And it's not showing up. It is not showing up. Why is it not showing up? Yeah, George Russell, absolutely brilliant. Renars Kalnins, greetings from Latvia. How are you? How are you? Great to have you here. Aussie Odd, take care, my friend. Hogs don't let up on FSG on yesterday's. Thanks, Aussie. Cheers, mate. Right, here we go. What am I going to do? I think we're done for the night, aren't we? Let's skip forward. I wonder if I have to own that land, Cranky. That would be a disaster if that's the case. How much is that? 12 million quid. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... It should just work, shouldn't it? Oh, wait a minute. It's a buy point. It's not a sell point. It's a buy point. Yeah. Okay. That was stupid. Can I sell that now, or is that just a placeable? Have I just blown 10 grand that I didn't need to? Right, we're selling that. That was a stupid thing to do. I thought it was a... I thought I could sell my fertilizer at that point. But it was a buy point. So, I'll get rid of that. Permission to charge myself back the 5,000 that I just lost. Is that allowed? Hey Cody, nice to see you. Sorry for the 2 people I just missed there who subscribed. Thank you, Trey. I'll take that as a... Still... Okay, I need to find a sell point for fertilizer then. That was a faux pas, wasn't it? No, call it an idiot's fee. Again, thank you, Args. I'm so glad you're here. Is this still making fertilizer? There's only 2,000 litres left, and it's only made 2%. Man, I need a better way of getting stuff over there, don't I? How have you found the speed of play difference between this series and Uber Realistic? I couldn't get on with it. Karate's, it's slow. Ultra Realistic is... But do you know what, actually? For somebody who grew up on a farm and did those jobs, like loading pallets with a telehandler and stuff like it, it feels like as long as it takes on a farm to do. Like nothing is quick on a farm. So from that perspective, it's it doesn't feel too alien as a concept. But yeah, no, I get it. It's not for everybody. Although I'm stunned at how many people have really enjoyed that series. I really am. It's been pretty cool. Right, where did I put my case? Do I go and... It's 8:30. I've lost my tractor. I'm going to take another load of digestate down to the thing. Sorry, it's one of those nights tonight. I don't kind of... It feels a bit bitty. We've got lots of bits and pieces going on, but nothing concrete. You know, we need a good harvest or something like that. So I'm kind of doing loads of chores in the middle. Renard Calnan sub. Thank you, Renard. You are a gent. Argsy, did you notice I pinned your sarcastic first comment? It's my pinned post in the chat. Hey Joshua, how you doing? We've been going for an hour and a half. Probably run for another sort of half an hour, and then we'll call it quits for the night. Got a bit of editing to do before. Look, we've still got 200,000 litres in there. It's full up again. It is true, yeah. Lots of people do. I've had it, Mark, where lots of people have asked about in-cab driving. You know, they'll just come on the stream and go, drive from in the cab. So I think people do quite like it, you're right. Wasn't sarcastic no more. Oh. Right, yes, like I said, we'll sell this and we'll skip along to the morning. We'll sell this, dump this in the production facility. So yeah, now I've got loads of fertilizer and I haven't got a way of selling it yet. So if any of you know a good fertilizer sell point, let me know and we can get it set up for the next episode, because I think this could make us a bit of money. Would be another string to our bow. Neo is in the house. How are you, Neo? Great to have you here, mate. Been a few weeks. Hope things are good with you. Joshua, what days do I post realistic farming? For the last couple of weeks it's been a Thursday. It's going to be Saturday this week, because I kind of lost a bit of time setting up my my new shifter. So actually tomorrow night is Ohio horsepower and we'll be harvesting tobacco. So there you go. Does AJ not have a sell point for Fert? What's that, Args? But just seed and fertilizer. Okay, nice. That'll do the job. Because I think one of the other things I want to put up here is a seed factory. Oh no, that is it. The one I just used. Oh, I am not paying attention to my driving. Good, glad to hear it, Neo. I hope your mum is doing okay as well. Yep, tobacco tomorrow, and I think it's peanuts next week. That's peanuts. Get your minds out of the gutter. Shows the seed being tipped though. I'll post you my idiot hat, Args. Oh, got to always enunciate. I'm waiting for YouTube to ban a vid because I don't because I don't say it clearly enough. Right, let's speed up time while we're driving, shall we? Skip through the night. It's going to be the longest drive home. Yeah, I'm intrigued now. I'm confused. It said it was a selling point. It said it was a selling point for... So for me, that's where you sell fertilizer. Right? It is. It's not. Yeah, it's not a million miles off, Scott. I'm intrigued to see how much that manure is going to make us. What's Scuba Steve asking? I missed that. Good with PC problem. Yeah, we've got a PC channel, Steve. So check that out on the Discord. No, I don't think it's. If you're talking about that sell point, it doesn't accept digestate. 5,000 from the biogas plant, 4,000 from property income, 1,200 in property maintenance. Man, we need to make some money fast. It's another day of no money coming up. I wonder if we silage bale those two fields again. We're gonna get some corn off the field soon as well. and that can go into the distillery. We can start making some more whiskey, but we're a bit not tight for cash. Come on, we've got $60,000 in the bank, but I would quite like to upgrade that combine. I can't do that until I've got a decent chunk of cash. So we've got a few things left to do to get the cash back up. So we're a bit of a waiting game, really, isn't it? So it's already 2 AM. Kind of hoping somebody's testing that sell point as we speak. That would be good. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll definitely try it, Args, in the morning, I think. This seems confusing. Dry fertilizer, ouch, is what I'm trying to sell. I'm producing dry fertilizer, so it would be quite good to be able to sell what I don't need. Digestate sell point. I've already got the slurry sell point, which takes digestate. But it's actually I want to use the digestate to create. I use the digestate to create fertilizer, and then we hopefully can sell it. I don't know what the price is. It just didn't show up on my sell menu. So there we go. New day. Still got the, yep, still got the honey hell. That's what made us our 9,000. Okay, it works. That is interesting. Right, well let's place it again. After all that, let's place it again. So I was intrigued as to why it didn't show up in the sell menu though. So we're going to put it here. We're going to get our Grainos cart. Where is the... There we go. Curious, apologies for asking too many questions. You're not, mate. I enjoy chatting. What made you decide to not do contracts rather than just not leasing the equipment for them? For this series, do I need to own the land it's on? I don't know. We're going to find out now. Let's give it a test. Securities. Yeah, no, I was making a point. I didn't do any no contracts, no leasing is one of the rules of this series. Basically started with 0. So that was I just set myself those kind of targets at the start. I didn't want to make it too easy. So but it's a good question, because I think people play. Why is my mic peaking again? People all play their survival series in different ways, and I think that's what makes it such an appealing way to play the game. You can kind of set your own rules for how you want to play it. One thing I set myself on here, which I think was one of the best things I ever did, was agree to not use super strength, and I've stuck to that religiously, and it's been I've got really quite used to it. Joshua, what do I like the most, realistic or Bull's Gap? It's hard to compare the two, because I've been doing this. This has been, without a shadow of a doubt, my favourite series of my whole YouTube year. Bull's Gap, I think, is the one that's kind of kept my interest, and that sense of challenge going for so long. So from that perspective, I've loved it from that reason. So the realism series is fun just because it's so different. See, that's a good amount of fertilizer, that, isn't it? Let's see if we can sell it. My mic's speaking because I'm getting excited. It's weird though, I usually have my mic really close to me. I'm not paying attention now. I used to have my mic really close to me. And it's gone off the charts recently. Happened with From the Field the other day. And it's not gone back down since. It's been spiking. It's actually better for editing, actually. Yeah, that's what super strength is. That's when it does come in handy. So yeah, luckily I've not got anything stuck particularly. But you know, when Daggerwin did his No Man's Land survival series, he was carrying entire trees across the map, like in the first couple of episodes, and I was like, kind of makes it quite easy there, doesn't it? I've done that before. I cut a tree down on the corner of Field 9 on Flint Hills for that very reason. Yeah, it could be a Windows update, Args, because like mics have been notoriously low for years on Windows. It's a real pain in the backside to get mic up to just a normal level. So that's a good point, Args. If you're noticing it as well, that's interesting. Right, let's see what we can do here. Probably tell me I can't even unload it from an auger wagon. But it is interesting that I can't... Oh yeah, that's working. How weird is that? That it... So I didn't see how much I had, litre-wise. But this, I expect this to be quite lucrative. 14,000, right. Right, okay. This is serious. This is serious. That is interesting though, isn't it? Scuba Sea, if I just quickly jumped on and asked the question, I've had no FS19 for about 2 weeks. Oh dear, mate, that's annoying. So 7,000 litres gave me 14,000. That's punchy, isn't it? That is punchy. Right, that makes me want to buy a bigger tanker. I'm going to shift that in quite large quantities if that's the case. Have I got a big tanker that I can actually afford? That's just diesel and def. They're both diesel and def. I bet I've not got it installed. There is a good tanker though, isn't it? Is it in animals? I bet I've not got it installed. Oh, I do. 70 grand though, man. That's a rip-off. 52,000 litres though. Trailer for dry. Yeah, kind of. Whoa. That's just milk. That's what we want, and we're just shy of it. But we can make that back pretty darn quick, couldn't we? I need a faster way of doing this. I do have other tanks that I haven't got installed. I've got one that side. That's 8,000 litres though. We've got 8,000 litres already. That is 52,000 litres. Thank you, Sai. I don't need you chipping in. Oh, she's doing it well enough for most. Can you sell fert for more than you can buy it? I think you can. But I'm producing it myself now, so it's costing me nothing to produce it. I could do with a bigger tanker for dry fertilizer. I know it does work with so that holds dry fertilizer. Oh, that's because it's a rubbish. The Marston trailer holds dry fertilizer, which I have, which is good. That'll take if I put the big sides on, that would take 29,000 litres. So I can do that. Right. Okay. Thinking aloud. Thinking aloud. Classifieds. Be a tanker. Put a big tanker in here. Imagine if I'd scrolled along there and it was there sitting waiting for me. That would have been amazing. Right, just checking here as well. I want that as well. That's my next tractor. And I can afford it. I'm not going to buy it now though. Right, that's paying for our combine though, isn't it? Right? It was worth a look. It was worth a look. Yeah, kind of channeling tanker vibes through the screen there. But alas, it was not to be. Oh, the suspension on this is questionable. But that was punchy. That is an event. Hey, I tell you what though. Do you know what we could do? Do you know what we could do? We could sell a combine. That's what we're going to do. We're going to sell a combine. Sorry, Mark. But that'll tip us over the 70k. This corn's going to likely be ready before the end of the day. It's looking pretty good there. Could skip forward another hour as well and see if it gives us tanker at 10 AM. Let's do that. I'm starting to get desperate here. Right, 10 AM. But this holds 10,000 litres, so you could sell 10,000 litres at a time. That's 20k a pop. Sorry, Mark. She was a fine thoroughbred. She did a brilliant job. She's growing up. Now, question. I've been selling here at the farm because I've got a mechanic point. Is that the same? I've no whiskey. I'm out of whiskey, Scott. I'm out of whiskey. If I sell this here, is it the same as taking it back to the shop, or do I get more if I take it to the shop? Because there's like a little money point there, isn't there? That combine needs a toy version. Same. So, Curities, did you know that this is actually a legit thing? That in the 80s, Ford licensed class combines, so you can actually get blue combines, blue class combines in real life. Is it usually more? So here, 6,560. Okay. What I don't want to do is, I'll take the maize header. Oh, the sound of it. Do you know, it's such a, like, that sound of my childhood. That throaty growl of the class. Because our contractor that came and cut our corn in the summer had a Dominator, a 108. And that growl is so good. It's such a brilliant sound, engine sound that they've recorded for it. Who left the lights on the John Deere? The battery's going to be flat if we come back to that. There we go. It's better. Right, we'll take it with this header because we can pull the header trailer down. Got to optimise our money, haven't we? And then we're just going to flog digest it. I think our payday's just come in, hasn't it? That, if we sell the silage as well, look, we've got fruit galore to sell as well. The honey's going to be... My goodness. Flat battery's a brilliant mod. I always thought oil checker as well would be a good mod. You've got to check the oil before you get in the tractor. Oh, a little bit of a... Yeah, they are pretty much the go-to combine for everybody, aren't they? I could have pulled the header trail at the same time, so why didn't I think of that? Jeez, Cranky. What's wrong with me? Hey, James. No worries, mate. You'll catch it afterwards. It's been a funny old stream, actually, hasn't it? It's just been doing little bits and pieces and stuff like that. Yeah, grease. That would be good. Got to go around and just grease everything. Harvester on fire mod as well. That's a guarantee. Oh, hang on, Morella. Let me make you an admin, Morella, and then you can post the link. It won't show if you're not an admin. Add a moderator. There we go. Yeah, maybe I've still got the holiday blues. You're right, Cranks. Should have cleaned it as well. You get more money if you got clean equipment? I don't know. Remember we talked about my car last week as well? It's been delayed by 2 months. It's not happy, Bunny. I was getting excited about that. That was going to be my entertainment into the autumn. Thanks, Morella. An insurance mod for when your vehicles... I think that's... And there's something in that. Hey, Maddie. There's something in that with your super scripting skills. You can choose to take out insurance. And if you don't take out insurance, your combine goes on fire. I like it. I like it. I will have to jump on. See, Maddie? You could have crop damage insurance as well. Could you do that? You'd have to find a way of damaging the crops, though, wouldn't you? Ah, there she goes, Mark. Even I'm a bit sad to get rid. No, I don't really want to sell a vehicle. I'm having to because... Oh. Might as well repair it. Because life moves on. Okay, there we go. 106k in the bank, which means I can buy my tanker. Which is in here, I think. Is that where I said it was? Nope, it was in animals. Because this could be used for milk as well. So I can transport my milk with this. It's going to be pretty manky milk, isn't it? If you're putting it in with after you've had digestate in it. Right. I'm going to the cheapest version I can. A lizard. 42,000. Right, no, we're good. I'm just going to buy that. That's the most expensive thing I think I've ever bought. I genuinely think that might be the most expensive thing I've ever bought. Of course it put a delivery charge on it as well. But there she blows. Right. We gonna make some money. Don't need a dolly for it when you've got a vintage Mac. The second best truck in the series. This has turned into a real workhorse, hasn't it? I'll always play second fiddle to Jeepers Creepers though. There it is. Oh! Look out below. Yeah, I love this. Love the sound on this as well. Okay, I wasn't expecting to do this at the start of the series, at the start of the episode. A massive tanker. It is okay to post, Marilla, of course. We have 200,000 litres of digestate. I'm going to dump as much of it into that fertilizer cell point as I can. It says as it won't unload or won't load. Okay, is our next challenge. Oh, there we go. Nice. Panic then for a bit. Is that right, Cranky? Does it knock damage off if you crash an FS22? Now the power's going to Maddie's head now. She's out of control. Oh, look at the sun glinting off that tanker. Look at that. Most expensive thing we've ever bought. It looks the most expensive thing we've ever bought too. 42,000 litres of digestate. Let's do it. It's noisy though, isn't it? Yeah, I saw the stones damage cedars. Kind of hoping you turn that off. Wasn't wowed by that compared to Rocky Fields. I think it's a bit. Just not as clever. Oh, brakes are alright. Brakes are not too bad on this. Shiny from the outside. Another word beginning with S from the inside. Marilla getting clued up on Maddie's lingo. Chocolate milk on the inside. It will be by the time I've unloaded some digestate and then. Does always struggle up that hill for some reason. Oh, bounce. There's rocks on the road here, that's what the bouncing is. Can't do anything about them. That's a nice idea, Mark. Let's get this unloaded. We'll do another run of these. It is coming up to 11 PM here. So what does that mean in terms of the amount of fertilizer? Easy fert. So we could fire in another tank load, couldn't we? How fast is that diesel going down, do we think? Do I need to stick a bit more diesel in there? Let's stick another... Stick another bit more diesel in there, just to keep us going a bit longer. Right, let's go and get another. Let's go and get another load. 22 grand is all we've got, but hopefully we can recoup some of that. Also, I think the cows may have. In fact, let me just check the animals. Food is all right. I bet there's a bit more. Bet there's a bit more manure ready as well. Right. The whiskey soon, Scott. Soon. We've got enough barley in the distillery. What we ran out of was corn. So when this cornfield is ready, even though we don't have a combine anymore, we have to buy a combine. So today, like the aim for this today is, I think, stick a load of those silage bales in the BGA. Plus any manure that the cows make, and we'll sell as much fertilizer as we can. I think this is, you're basically getting an insight into what Sunday's episode is going to be, and we'll try and make enough money pre-harvest to buy a new combine, and then go a bit crazy. This is fun. I said I was going to buy some more land as well at some point, so I do need to think about that. Handpick the corn. At this rate I might have to, ouch. At this rate I might have to. This thing's a beast. Oh, it does mean I now know I can wait till I've got 42,000 litres of milk to sell it. Oh, whiskey o'clock for you, Scott. What are we knocking back tonight, Scott? The connoisseur himself. Right, let's just roll around here. There we go. We're making a hole in this digester. We're going to keep some of this as well and spread it on the land. Brandy Distillery. I guarantee you, I reckon one of the very first mods we'll see in FS22 is a vineyard or like a put it this way, grape juice with alcohol in it. Michter's American whiskey. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big deal in a winery. Thank you, Nemod. It's late. Take care, Neo. Nice to see you back. Yeah, I'll move the grain header. I don't need to flog it at the moment. 22 grand will keep us going for a bit. Hopefully. I don't know how quickly this fertilizer sells, but or is produced, but hopefully it won't take us too long. Intrigued we get no price though. Must just be the way the mod is set up, I guess. They've just not bothered adding it to the price list, which is a bit silly, but I'm not going to complain. If we're selling it for that price, whatever that price is. Take care, Morella. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the bants and fair play, jumping tractors. Hats off. So we didn't make it to greenhouses tonight, but that's not to say that this isn't going to fund some good greenhouses. So we've definitely got a lovely flat piece of land here to drop some greenhouses into. And we'll add a little bit of a government tax here for rental. Let's just check what we've got. 83,000 there, we're looking good now. And what does that produce us? 72,000 litres is our max. Okay. It's fine. Not bad from a free byproduct. Really, is it? Mustn't complain too much. Just go and check the animals here as well. See how much. I need a bit of a clean. They are noisy eaters, aren't they? Jeez. It's appalling, the noise. Top up the water while we're walking past. $2,000 litres an hour, so that will produce relatively quick. We've got a decent amount of that still. And how are we doing for milk? Ooh, nearly 20,000 litres of milk. Okay, so things are totting up here. Things are totting up. We're gonna be in for quite a big windfall in the next few days. So if we just head up to the field up here. Yes, bants, Maddie. The banter. Look, the grass has grown over the last batch of grass as well. I wonder if we could remow that again. Here's a question: if you remow something you've already mowed, does the first cut stay, or is the game not clever enough and it will overwrite the first cut with a second cut? Or do you get double the grass? Answers on a postcard. The BGA does take slurry, Cranky. Yes, indeed. He says confidently, and then has to go and check. It does. $159 per 1,000 litres, so it's not that lucrative. Look, the whiskey price is going up as well, just in time for us to start producing. First cut stays. Great. That's brilliant. I will do that. Is that right, Alex? Somebody's done 100 cuts without picking it up. Look, there's all my fruits in there for the greenhouses when they're ready as well. So that should be good. Well, that's exciting. Looks like I'm going to be cutting some grass again. I'll get a good batch of grass off. That might actually solve my problem of we'll use that field for silage bales to go in the BJ, and we'll use this field for silage bales to go over here. How is our mixing going? Do we need to add any more into here? 26,000. No, we'll be fine for now. Okay, folks, I think that's probably quite a good juncture to call it a night. That was fun. a little bit different tonight. Didn't really do much tractor driving, a little bit of spraying, but that was all. But I think we've just kind of unlocked the keys to the vault here in terms of money. I think we're onto something here. And we've had that fertilizer plant for a while. We've made a tiny little bit that we needed to use, but I think we're moving into the big leagues now. So there we go. So thanks everyone. That was good fun. I will see you all again soon. Ohio Horsepower tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll get around to recording the Realism series for Saturday. So take care. Have a good evening, day, wherever you are, morning, whatever it is, and I will see you all again very soon. Cheers. Bye for now. Bye-bye.